bodyweight rows, paused rep chin-ups, paused rep close grip push-ups, and squats. As you see, I started with the rows, and that's actually what I want to talk about today. So the rows, a really great exercise for strengthening a lot of the muscles of the arms and the upper back. So pretty much the same musculature that you would train with a pull-up or chin-up. But what's cool about the row is you can modify it by adjusting the height of the rings. And if you want to make it harder, you can lower the rings to where you're performing the row a little bit more horizontal. And if you need to make it easier, you can elevate the rings. And if you really want to make it hard, you can elevate your feet while performing the row in a more horizontal fashion. So this makes the row very, very difficult. I just want to go over a few key points on the technique, okay? So one, make sure your core is tight. So you should be planked out really hard, and then you should be able to perform the movement from that planked out position. Also, make sure you're moving through full range of motion. That means arms fully extended, and when you pull them in, you get the rings as close and tight into your chest as you possibly can. And one thing I think is very, very important with the row is at the top of the movement, when the rings are pulled close to your chest, you want to make sure your shoulder blades are squeezed together. So this is called scapular retraction, and it's something that the row trains very, very specifically. And pull-ups, don't hit it too hard unless you are really focusing on scapular retraction, especially in like a paused repetition. So using the row to strengthen that range of motion in the shoulders, incredibly important, and it's very, very useful in other calisthenic movements. So the way you add this into your program really depends on whether you're an advanced athlete or more of a beginner. So if you're a beginner and you can't do pull-ups or chin-ups yet, building strength in the row and getting really good at that movement will help build the strength necessary to perform the pull-up and chin-up later on, okay? So get really good at rows, and then just through training that movement, you will develop strength in that same musculature that you're gonna be using to do the pull-up and chin-up. If you're more of an advanced athlete and you're proficient with pull-ups and chin-ups, you can use the row as an accessory movement to strengthen the scap retractors and some of that musculature in the upper back. And you can also use it as a sort of light day pull alternative. So if you are training with a high frequency and you need some kind of lighter days in there for recovery, the row is a great option. It's not quite as taxing as a pull-up, and it doesn't put the lats through the same range of motion. So it's almost like a partial range of motion for the lats. So you can get a little bit of extra recovery by switching to the row. Very, very useful movement. I highly recommend it. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. And if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow.